hands are in the soil, my body is tired, but I will not let this work take away my thoughts, because that is what the officials here want, workers who work but do not think. Do not go gentle. So I fight the only way I know how, with thinking of Kai, even though the pain of missing him is so strong, I can hardly stand it. I put the seeds in the ground and cover them with soil. They will grow towards the sun. Will something go wrong so that they can never push, never turn into anything, just stay here rotting in the ground? I think of him. I think of him. I think of him. I think of my family, of Bram, of my parents. I have learned something about love through all of this, about the love I have for Kai, about the love I have for Xander, and the love I have for my parents and Bram, and I have for one another. When we reach our new home, my parents request that I be sent on a 3-month work detail because I showed signs of rebellion. The officials in the new village checked my data. It correlated with what my parents' statements. My father mentioned a particular work detail he had in mind: hard farming, planting, and experimental winter crops in the western province through which the river of Cyprus runs. And he and Xander and my mother keep me updated on anything they learn about where Kai might be. I'm closer to him here, I feel. I think of Xander. We could have been happy. I know that. It was perhaps the hardest thing to know. I could have held his hand warm and strong. We could have had what my parents have. It would have been beautiful. It would have been beautiful. We wear no chains. We have nowhere to go. They wear us down with work. They don't beat us or hurt us. They simply want to make us tired. I am tired. When I think I might give up after all, I remember the last part of the story that Kai gave me, the part I finally read before we left our house for the last time. Cassia, he wrote at the top of the page, in letters that were tall and clear and unafraid. They curled and moved and turned my name into something beautiful, something more than words. A declaration, a piece of a song, a bit of art framed by his hands. There was only one Kai drawn in the napkin, smiling in the smile in which he could see both who he had been and who he became. His hands are empty again, and open and reaching a little towards me. Cassia. I know which life is my real one now. No matter what happens, it's the one with you. For some reason, knowing that everyone, even one person, knows my story makes things different. Maybe it's like the poem says. Maybe this is my way of not going gentle. I love you. It was hard to burn that part of the story too. It held the heart to know I love you close, like bread, like new beginnings. Without knowing that piece of Kai's story, the words of my poem might given up. But I think my words that of the catch of tables and compasses hidden away, and my family and Xander who sent me messages on the work camp for screen that tell me that they are still looking, that they are still helping me. Sometimes when I look down at the pale seeds I scatter in the black dirt, it reminds me of the night of my banquet when I imagined that I could fly. The darkness behind doesn't worry me, neither do the stars ahead. I think of how perhaps the best way to fly would be with the hands full of earth, so always remember where you came from, how hard walking could sometimes be. I look at my hands too, which move in the shape of my own inventions, my own words. It's hard too, and I'm not going at it yet. I write them in the soil where I plant, and I step on them, dig holes in them, drop seeds in them, to see if they will grow. I steal a piece of black burnt wood from one of the crop fires and write on the napkin. Later another crop fire, and my hands brush over the flames with the napkin, and the words die. Ash and nothing. My words never last long. I have to destroy them before anyone sees them. But I remember them all. For some reason, I act as if writing them down makes me remember. Each word I write brings me closer to finding the right ones. And when I see Kai again, which I know will happen, I will whisper the words I have written into his ear, against his lips, and they will change from ash to nothing into flesh and blood.